This year we had 25 athletes in the Olympia. 25. I don't know of any company that's ever had that many of their athletes make it to Olympia. And of course we had some victories there too. You know, Shaun Clarida reclaimed his title. Derek Lunsford became this close to winning the Mr. Olympia after being the reigning 212 champion, which is unheard of, to move up an entire division, you know, from 212 to the open class. He packed on a ton of muscle, brought his best condition ever, and I say he was just a few points away from taking home the title. So congratulations to him. You know, Jessica Reyes got a solid second place in there too, and you know, we had some really good athletes do really well. So one of the things about when we do the houses, and we did them in Orlando and in Vegas. So the first few years, I always fly in, fly out. So this year, MJ convinced me, because he loves road trips, to we're gonna do a caravan basically. I think we had 5 vehicles. We took a Relentless one. We had the Expedition full of people. We also had, he was driving his Porsche, him and Helena. And of course his truck broke down, so I had to put my truck into commission to pull the M2 on a trailer all the way to Las Vegas from Texas. So it was an adventure, as most road trips are. So we had some mechanical mishaps along the way. We went through a snowstorm in Flagstaff, and then a whole lot of many miles of beautiful views and long roads. And 2 days later, we were in Vegas. A lot of good laughs, some frustrations along the way with the mechanical mishaps, and but all in all, we made it there safe and sound and got back home. So made the full tour, and 2,600 miles in 4 days.
3 years ago, we had the ideas of, you know, what to do next, you know, what's out of the norm, and we decided to have a house concept together with our big Olympia week activities. So doing something that's unusual, something that takes care of our athletes, take care of our ambassadors, and at the same time take care of our inner team, and making sure that we stay together and we do stuff together. So we came up with this concept of why not have a big ass house with a lot of entertainment and for ourselves and our guests. Ingredients are like the watch party, the barbecue. You know, we bring steak all the way from Texas. We got dry ice in the bottom, and then we got ice on top together with it. If it's summer weather, we can keep it for a week like that, actually. That's what we did when we went to Orlando last year, and it was good for a whole week. It was frozen. It's quite amazing. Edmund setup. This time we brought 44 pounds of ground beef, and about the same actually in Wagyu tenderloins. So, you know, it's just a way for us to show appreciation and kind of break bread together with the world and the team, and making sure that everybody feel like, you know, the hospitality and the open door concept is what we are all about.
Here looks like Hell's Inferno.
It pretty much is.
Bon appetit.
Go for it now.
She's a different kind of bride.
Watching the Mr. Olympia cap contest.
Is that right?
So I'm going to take you for a house tour now and show you around a little bit. Yeah, here we got the grand entrance of the house. We even got our own boiling water down here with like the pond and everything on the inside. I think we have 3-4 ponds on the property. This house sleeps 27 people. I think it's like 12,000 or 13,000 square feet house. It got 2 casitas. Here's the backyard. We got the Relentless One parked here. Gonna have our other cars here. We brought our Better Bodies 40-year anniversary M2. And of course we got the 2Ds here like Destination Dallas. We got a rich history. So one of the biggest magicians of Vegas used to own this property. So it's pretty extreme, you know, like it's a little bit like a fantasy world, a little bit like a Disneyland for houses and stuff like that.
So times have changed a lot from my era to the current era. You know, it's a content era, right? That's what drives everything, social media. So, you know, it was very interesting to see how things have changed and how the athlete's mindset has changed because it had to basically to be successful. So, you know, back in my day, there's no way I'd have been doing all this content, you know, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday before the Olympia. No way. People kind of walk around with these camera crews. Everybody got their own camera person filming stuff. That shit would have drove me insane. Not happening. I would have thrown them out, been over. But it's a different era now.
Just for the set. Just for you guys. Just for you guys. You guys get to see a little skin. What is that little thing?
That's just, it's gross. Come on. Yeah. What we coming? We come to get that title back.
Yes, sir!
That title back.
Yeah!
Boom.
Got 400 grams of rice. I'm feeling that shit.
You got 4?
Yeah.
I ain't get 4.
How many grams you get?
180?
Oh, yeah, I got 400. 3 whole eggs.
Oh, no, hell no.
200 grams of steak.
I ain't get no eggs. I ain't get no rice. I got dust.
Dust got you looking good as shit, though.
I know my destiny.
So, you know, as we went around delivering tracksuits to everybody, and, you know, from Hunter to Derek to Shaun to Jessica, everybody, they had their people there with them, you know, and filming, getting content. And, you know, because people want to see behind the scenes. They want to be, you know, their favorite athletes. They want to follow them and be with them, see what it's like in the days, hours leading up to them stepping on stage at the Olympia. So that was very interesting how things have changed so much in the past 10 years. You know, there's so much more access to the athletes, to behind the scenes that before never was available. So, you know, and I guess it's how you look at it. It's either you look at it as this is a business, it's part of the deal, and I'm doing it for my fans, or, you know, you can look at it like it's an invasion of privacy, which it kind of is, because, you know, some of these things that were private moments, you know, are now out there for the whole public. So, but I think that's up for each individual to decide how much they want to put out there and hold back.
All right, guys.
So we're here at the next hotel. My boy Derek Lunsford. So if you've been following him on social media this year, the dude looks incredible. He's got a few videos and pictures he's posting up. The reigning 212 Mr. Olympia made the big jump to open class, and like I've been saying all along, my man's going to be a top 5 in the open. I guarantee it. Where he lands, I don't know, but he's going to make a piss off a lot of people this weekend because he's going to whoop their ass.
Dude, this is sick. Bro, I love the red. That is fire.
Of course, customized. So I am actually headed to the weigh-ins tonight, and I'm gonna be rocking this to the weigh-ins, and I've got a perfect pair of brand new Jordans to go with it. So I'm gonna be styling and profiling at the meeting tonight. So.
15 years, and I know what they're feeling. It's this crazy mix of nerves and excitement, and you know, you worked your entire life, and people say, "I trained 3 months." Well, you trained your entire life, trust me, to get to that moment, and to be in that hotel room right before the Olympia. So, you know, you're excited, you're nervous, all in the same kind of crazy mix, and you know, most of them are just ready to get it on and get up there and show what they've worked so hard to build. It's just, for me, it's a different role. I remember what it felt like to be in that hotel room 1 or 2 days before the Olympia. Do I miss it? Nah. My ride was over, I had a blast, and now it's the next generation. It's these guys' turn to go out and make their mark. So we had we call it a Legends Dinner. I think that's something we're gonna try to go forward with every year now. And my thought behind that was, this younger generation doesn't know the history like the previous younger generations did. You know, when I was coming up, we all knew who the guys were that came before us. You know, when I was coming up in the 90s, we knew about the guys in the 80s and the 70s because we read the magazines. The magazines taught you about the ones that came before you, and taught you the history. And I think history is very important to know the history and where the sport came from, and that gives you an idea of where it's going. If you can look into the past, that gives you a window to the future, and that's very true in everything. So, and I think here in the past few years, I remember bringing up, I was in a discussion, and Lee Haney's name came up, and these younger guys were like, "Who's Lee Haney?" I'm like, "You kidding me? He's 8-time Mr. Olympia. He beat Arnold Schwarzenegger's record. The only person that won as many Olympias him was Ronnie Coleman." And Lee Haney is, you know, an icon of the sport, one of the greatest ever, arguably the greatest ever, up there with Ronnie. So I was like, you know, we should really try to do something to try to educate the people about the sport, because if they don't know who Lee Haney is, what about the guys who didn't win the Olympia but were incredible? The Lila Bradas, the Rich Gasparis of the world, you know, Mike Christians, you know, people like this, that they were incredible athletes. They won a ton of shows, definitely left their mark on the sport. But if they don't know who Lee Haney is, they probably don't know who these guys are. So I was like, you know what? I'm in a unique position. I can bring these guys together. We can sit down, break bread together, and tell stories.
You know, Rich and I developed our friendship over the years.
Yeah, yeah. All I want to do is beat you. Like, that's all it was. And the first time I lost the show was from you. Look, besides Lee Haney, I had to lose to Lee Labrada. You know, the first time. When we went to those Grand Prix, all the guys, by the time the end of the Grand Prix, were all out of shape. The only guys that were in shape were me. Yeah. I know some of the other guys were in shape. Like Bob Paris at the last show, he got in shape. Mm-hmm. But it was only me and you. It's like it was me,
1 and 2.
1 and 2, 1 and 2. And it's like I'd win, he'd win, and that was like the first time I lost the show. And it's like
it was back and forth.
It was back and forth.
It was like we had the eye of the tiger.
So we had Guy showed up. He got there, I believe, on Thursday. And, you know, it's not too often when you're in a big group of people that people are actually looking forward to someone showing up. Everybody's looking forward to Guy. I heard several people mention, man, I'll be glad when Guy gets here. Because when Guy gets here, love him or hate him, he just brings a new level of excitement to everybody. Because it ain't never a dull moment when Guy shows up.
There was 2 400-pound people in the same row by accident.
I was like, my little ass is staying right here.
I almost missed it because we got bad storm. It was snowing, hailing, slush, and sleet, and I was like, oh, here we go.
That's horrible.
Yeah? All right.
How grass-fed organic are you right now?
Simon, what are they doing? Why can't I leave? Can you? I gotta get to an expo. They gotta fucking move. This is insanity. Unless there's another way out. Like there's park there. Like you're just telling them to move over to the side. Did I? Did I say that? Did I? Did I say?
They just move to the side.
Not in front of me. Oh, he hit the pole too. Serves you right, you fucking. Where's the cameras out? I'm gonna follow this guy. Where'd he go?
He definitely brought some life to the crowd. I brought some life to the house. And so he got there. The whole mood changes usually when Guy gets there. Because he just comes in. He's like a little Tasmanian devil. and always some drama going on, but you love him to death, man. So we are at the Olympia, and we did go to the Expo, and I personally spent a couple days there. I had a lot of obligations to do, as I always do at the Olympia, so walked around as best I could, and visited some of my friends, some of the industry people, and people I haven't seen in a couple years because of, with the Olympia being downsized the past few years because of COVID. It's nice to finally get back to Vegas and the big Expo, and everybody was there. So saw a ton of people I hadn't connected with for a couple years, so that was cool. Some podcasts and some other things there. Like I like to say, I was shaking babies and kissing hands.
Here we go, 3-time Miss Olympia champ.
That's right.
Entertainment's here. Get ready. Miss Olympia 2022. We're coming at you. Gasp, no compromise.
Yes, so today we have the first big watch party Friday evening. It's going to be really cool to have so many people over. So we don't really know what to expect. So it can be all kinds of craziness going on tonight. So, but we are prepared. We have lots of meat. We have lots of chicken. So we're prepared for a lot of people. So it's going to be fun.
They are famous for their
Shaun got it.
Yeah.
Let's go, Shaun. Big shout out, bro.
I'm so glad that he won. I was rooting for him.
You guys want to eat? I said it right before they called. I go, he deserves it. He's going to win it, and he's got a kid on the way. I said, and he smoked everybody. Early bird special, bitch. Arms.
Still love this shit, guy?
Yeah, bro. I woke up. I smelled coffee brewing. Branch was up, fucking making me steak and eggs in the morning. Some coffee. Yep, that sums it up.
Of course, no matter what we do, we always train. Whether we're on the road driving from Dallas to Vegas, we train in Albuquerque along the way, or of course, in being in Vegas for several days, we trained. Always get the workouts in. Even though I'm retired, even though guys retired, we still get after it, man. So, like I've said it so many times before, some people train because they're bodybuilders. I was a bodybuilder because I like to train. Cornerstones on our world tour is when we travel. It doesn't matter where it is. Whether we're going to Vegas for Olympia, or we're going to Shanghai, or we're going to London, we always invite local athletes to come. That's what the whole Iron World Tour is about. It's about connecting like-minded people, very diverse people all across the world, but that common bond is that iron. Bring this all together, the love of the sport. So, when we get to Vegas, we connected with some local athletes. Of course, we went to Dragon's Lair, Flex Lewis. Flex Lewis has probably got the most iconic gym in Vegas. Place was a madhouse. Everybody from the Olympia was there, but we also went to Hide and Iris Cowell's Powerhouse Gym.
A little overwhelmed, to be honest. But this is our first time, so this is a great experience. And I always wanted to get back to something to athlete and all the fans. So me and Iris so appreciate it. you know.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Who are you working out with?
This is Chris. So he just recently come on board with Gasp as well. So we know each other from the UK. So we all sort of go through the same federation there as well. So and we both have the same prep coach.
What you got going on? You maxed out this thing?
Yeah. Never used it before. It feels really good. That's the short camera angle. Make me look bigger.
We're at Powerhouse, Hiddes and Iris Powerhouse Gym here in Vegas, and you can say it's a Gasp and Body's takeover. So it's all good. I really enjoy meeting old friends from back in the day, and also new young people showing up in Gasp and Body's great ambassadors. So it's nothing but good feelings, you know.
Oh, that's it.
How many was that?
I don't know. I lost count. I can't count past 5 anyways.
Ash Kyle won, I think, 10 Olympias, and most decorated Olympian of all time, and which is incredible. Of course, Hide was a Gaspar athlete, 212, great 212 athlete for I don't know how long. Over 10 years old, maybe 15, I can't remember. Had an incredible career and great gym, so we definitely connected with them. Had a lot of the local athletes come and hang out with us that day, and we trained. People came from as far away as New York, Texas, Europe, to come, and they linked up with us. We had people from Ireland, England, showing up at some of these meetups at the gyms and trained alongside us. So it was that's what the Our World Tour is all about, is connecting people from all across the world, like-minded people, and that are all connected through the love of our sport.
How are you? Great. Great. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Well, that was a grinder.
Yeah.
So the whole purpose of the pinnacle of the entire Our World trip, Olympia trip, of course, is the watch party.
We're at the Expo earlier, and Branch was sitting there, and I was like, oh my God, Branch Warren, you're my favorite, I want to have it. And he looked at me and started screaming, security!
They had all kinds of riffraff in there these days. Friday night and Saturday night had a watch party for the pre-judging and a watch party for the finals. So you bring everybody together and everybody watches the show. What's cool about it is we have a great big group of people, a lot of food, a lot of drinks, and everybody can sit there and cut up and talk and watch the show and put their own 2 cents in. I went to the finals on Friday night. As soon as I walked into the finals, and then I got the clear picture. Fortunately, I was up on the very front, and I could see why the calls were made the way they were made, and I personally agreed with the total top 6 call out. The watch party, I think, was a big success. Had a packed house, had a ton of food. We had steaks and burgers, and just a really good time. And I think everybody enjoyed it. And there's a bunch of meatheads, and come together and watching the sport we all love. So Sunday in Our World Olympia tradition, we have all our athletes come over. Every year we've been fortunate enough to celebrate some victories at the Olympia. Like I said, Shaun Clarida regained the 212 title. Congratulations to him. He brought one of the best physiques to the stage that I've ever seen, not just in 212, but period. When I saw him on Thursday before the show, I made a video and I was like, it's over, guys. He was that good. It's a fucking wrap.
Yeah. I'm happy. That's the goal. He said the whole time, he's like, it can't even be close. So
this year was different in the fact that I knew I'd have my daughter next week. So every day I woke up and said, this is for her, this is for her. I told them, I stepped it up this year. I was training 3 times a week. 3 times a day. So I train at 6 in the morning, then I train at 11 with Ivan, my training partner. And then I come back again at 6 o'clock at night for another round of cardio and core, but it all paid off. It all paid off.
Congratulations to Shaun, and congratulations on becoming a father. He won the 212 Olympia, and then a couple days later he became a father for the first time, so big congratulations to him. It's been a long time since I've seen someone be that happy. I saw him backstage, and he was smiling ear to ear, and rightfully so. So congratulations to Big Shaun on a job well done, and most importantly, becoming a father.
Yo, 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 what's up? We're finally here at the Gasp House. Man, I've been looking forward to this all weekend long.
Derek Lunsford, what can you say? 212 champion last year, moved up to the open class, put on a lot of muscle, and came within a hair of taking the title.
So no, it's perfect, man. I'm happy. Like, of course, we all want to win, you know, and cement our name in history and have that standout title. $400,000. That would have been very nice.
Yeah.
But hey, you know, like I said, like at the end of the day, control what you can control.
Yeah.
I'm eager to get better, and we're gonna keep getting better, man.
Rossano Librado was up there in the mix, you know, battling it out, man. Hunter put on a lot of size this year. Arguably, going into the show, had a physique capable of winning the Olympia. You know, Hunter's young. He's got a lot of good years ahead of him, so I know he'll be back up in that top group, battling it for the title. Then Jessica Reyes, I think she's won 18 shows in the past 3 years, which is unheard of, unprecedented, and the fact that she can keep going like that and not only maintain her conditioning and her physique, but she actually is improving with almost no breaks. Ariel, you know, she won the Arnold back in March. She got third place at the Olympia this year. You know, had a couple little bobbles in her routine. If she hadn't had those bobbles, she might have been the champion. I know she was definitely the favorite, her and Missy. So she's a long way. She's got many years left ahead of her, and I do believe she will win that title eventually. And we had many other athletes here. Like I said, we had 25 athletes total. I'm not going to talk about them all here, but those were the highlights of the Olympia. So congratulations to all of them. And that's kind of what it's all about, you know, is those guys and girls that come over on Sunday. And what's cool is the ambassadors and our friends that are at the house, they see these, you know, men and women up on stage, they see them online, on social media, but now they get to actually go and it's like, oh wow, there's Derek Lunsford. He's like actually here eating burgers with us, you know, so in that regard, that's what makes it special. You know, you see these young fans and they actually get to sit and talk and eat and break bread with these guys and girls and shake their hands and get pictures with them, so that's what makes it cool. And it really brings it down home, makes it real.
Just a little bit like I said when we started this house tour in the library, that this is for us a way to show hospitality for everybody around the world. You know, give an insight in our camaraderie and what we're doing, but also a very realistic way to actually participate by being a Gasp and Better Bodies ambassador. Really appreciate everybody, you know, input and how everybody is, you know, taking part in what we're doing here, because this is really, you know, something different to do together, and that's what we like to do. It creates epic memories, and that's what life is all about. It means a lot to have you guys support in what we're doing, so thank you so much again. Hope to see you on the road. If you see us at Iron World Tour anywhere in the world, you know, come and join us and have some fun. Thank you so much, guys.